I did everything right. Gym, diet, clean eating, and I was so disciplined throughout my entire 90-day fitness challenge. And yet, I still gained weight. Do you know what derailed me? It wasn't sugar, it wasn't skipping cardio, or not hitting those 10,000 steps every day. It was sleep. Hello everyone, welcome back to Be Bold Rahul, and today we're going to be talking about how not getting enough sleep ruined my entire progress and made me gain back a lot of those kgs that I fought really hard to lose. Let's get into it. I'm going to tell you my entire schedule for one day and you tell me how I can get more sleep into my life. Are you going to sleep early on a Sunday night? Yes. But I didn't do that, so I slept at 4:30 a.m. I had to wake up at 8:30 again because I leave for work at 9 and I have to drive for 1.5 hours. I got to work at 10:30. Worked from 10:30 to 6:37 and I left work at 7, came back to Bandra around 8, went to gym 8 to 9 and then I just did nothing. I just stayed up, watched some YouTube, had some dinner, doom scrolled, answered emails, met some friends, and before I knew it, it was 3 a.m. again. It's just a vicious cycle of not getting enough sleep. Because I didn't get enough sleep the previous night, this night as well, when I got back home, my entire cycle was messed up. So I could not fall asleep. Like I tried also a couple of times to go to bed at 12:31, but your body just stays up. That's the survival mode that your body has gone into because it just feels like you are always on high alert. It just feels that you're always stressed. So your body needs to have that reset in order for it to realize that, okay, this is too much. I need to get to bed early. I need to start sleeping. This one time I was at the gym and I was doing a set of squats, and through the second set of squats, I couldn't do more than 5 reps, right? At the end of 5 reps, I just sat there, not able to move, and my legs they were just burning. I called my trainer and he asked me one simple question. He said, how many hours of sleep did you get last night? And of course, I didn't want to tell him the truth, which was 3 hours. So I told him I got 5.5 hours of sleep. And I could see that he could see through my lie. But instead of calling me out, he just said one thing. He said, Rahul, muscles don't grow in the gym. Muscles grow while you're sleeping. Because what happens when we work out is that we exert ourselves, we push our muscles to the limit, and then there are a lot of tears which happen throughout the muscle tissue. And all of these tears are then worked on as we sleep and as we recover for them to be fuller and more stronger, I guess. So that night when I got back home from the gym, I went down this entire rabbit hole on Google on why sleep matters when you're trying to live a healthy life. And here's what I found. When you don't get enough sleep, your body spikes cortisol levels, right? Which is the stress hormone. This stress hormone in turn causes your hunger hormones to go rogue, your entire metabolism slows down, and your body starts storing fat because your body thinks that you're going through an apocalypse and that you are going to starve over the next few days. So when I started my fitness journey, I was 117.3 kgs and I started this fitness journey on 1st July. So across July and August, I lost about 7.5, 8 kgs of weight. But from the 1st of September, a lot of things started going wrong. I got a lot more into work. I started getting more stressed, and that month is when I've had the worst sleep ever, right? And that has caused me to gain 2 kgs again. So overall, I've lost about only 7 kgs over 3 months, which is kind of disappointing because my goal that I started off with was to lose 12 kgs in 3 months. So I knew that there was a problem that needed to be fixed. And how would I fix it? I went about it exactly how I would fix a problem at my startup, by breaking it down into smaller parts and analyzing each one of them to find a solution. I decided to get into what was keeping me awake. Was it emails? Was it just Twitter, Instagram, just meeting people, or just watching some random YouTube videos just to fill time? Sometimes when I get back home after work, I just want to do nothing. I just want to let my brain be on autopilot, right? I just want to watch some sitcom that I've already seen a million times and just let it play in the background while I'm on my Twitter account, just doom scrolling or just tweeting or just doing time pass basically, which is a very Indian thing, by the way. So I decided to change my entire setup at home. I got these blackout curtains which would ensure that there was no light getting into it. I got these really nice satin blindfolds as well, which would just cover my eyes fully. I also started getting these nose strips and mouth tapes because one problem that I realized is when I was not sleeping enough, every day morning, because I have a Whoop, it would tell me my respiratory rate and it would tell me my heart rate variability, and that would fluctuate wildly based on how much sleep I was getting. One thing I realized that I have like a blocked nose and I have some blocked sinuses as well. So adding a mouth tape and adding a nose strip helped me breathe better, and breathing better helps you sleep better as well. I used to drink 2 cups of coffee a day, one in the morning, one in the evening. I cut out the evening cup of coffee completely because apparently caffeine after 4-5 p.m. in the evening just stays in your body through the night, which is not great. I decided to bring these measures into my weekends as well and to ensure that my weekends also stay on schedule. And within 10 days, I could see visible changes. Because I wear the Whoop and I tracks my sleep all the time, there are multiple phases of sleep that I used to go through. There is light, deep, slow wave sleep and REM cycles, right? All of these metrics were fucked because I used to wake up multiple times a night because I was just going in and out of sleep. Most of my sleep was spent in light and not in deep, slow wave or REM, and those 3 stages are the ones where your body is recovering. That's when your body is at absolute rest and it is just going through what it has gone through the entire day and just resetting and calibrating for the next day. I was skipping all of those stages and I was just getting very basic light sleep. As soon as I started doing these changes, I started feeling more energetic when I would wake up in the morning. I almost cut out the coffee that I was drinking in the morning as well. I do need it some days though, but most of the days I don't need coffee to go about my day now, which is fantastic. And that's when it hit me. I love optimizing everything, right? As we all do, like as humans, we want to live efficient, optimized lives as possible. We optimize our diet, we optimize our gym schedules, we optimize supplements, macros, we optimize everything, right? But there's one thing that we almost always skip to optimize, which is sleep. You can't outtrain a bad recovery. You can't out-diet bad sleep. And you definitely cannot build a six-pack while having a 6-hour Netflix binge. You just have to get good quality 6 to 7 hours of sleep every single night in order to live your best self. So let me know in the comments what your tips and techniques are to fall asleep faster, how you guys are getting your sleep goals met. I want to implement a lot more of them, right? So these are the steps that I've taken. These are very basic steps. I need to improve. I need to start taking maybe a magnesium supplement in order to ensure that my dreams are richer and my dreams are more vivid and I feel better rested. And I want to hear from you what your go-to methods are. This was all about sleep that we spoke about today. I'll see you in the next one. Good night.